Well, I mean, it kind of shows how the town was at a certain period of time. Vegas now is a completely different town than it was back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. A lot of the characters, the casinos back then were owned privately. They weren't corporate owned. It was a whole different era. It was really a golden era. These are some of these old landmarks, like the motel shot, that are still there. But old Vegas, there's a very small section that's left. That's why the book's called Off the Strip. Old Vegas, that wasn't that area. It was just being developed. And I was lucky that I got to photograph some of these landmarks, because since I left, some of them have been demoed. They're gone. And at some point, it's an era that will pass. I just hope it just shows it in the right light for everybody, but it's a great way to remember them by. Yeah, I mean, you've got, there's Lisa Medford. She was the first nude showgirl in Las Vegas in 1957. Kathy Triffon, she was a showgirl there, 1956 to 81. Johnny Rulli, he was a former casino boss. Bobby Martini, he was a bodyguard to, when he was a teenage kid, he was actually bodyguard for Sinatra. And Joni Shufi, she was, she was basically a major Las Vegas socialite, but, his girlfriend to Elvis, and, it's just a reflection of their time.
Well, it's really about exhibition in two parts. It's Hunter's portraits of the people who helped give that city its character. And then we've also got a series of colour shots as well, which is landmarks of the old part of Las Vegas off the Strip. And we always try to work with things that appeal to me, things I find exciting, work that hasn't been seen before, and this is a side of Las Vegas that's not really represented in today's media. So it's good to get it out there, and it's a fantastic body of work. All of Hunter's portraits, both in this exhibition and the work over the last 16, 17 years, are incredibly strong. He has very personal relationships with all his subjects, and that comes through. There are very few people shooting the way that Hunter shoots these days.